name's Keith, and I'd always toyed with the idea of volunteering when I got the time, and upon my retirement, time presented itself. I had been getting some very professional help with my wife, who had an acute brain trauma from BGH and GF Strong, and I thought that by volunteering that would kind of give back some of the services that we had received. Also, during that period of time, my elderly mother was receiving community support about 2,000 miles away, so I thought that would be probably a nice way to kind of return that karma. I was assigned to Chris for a pilot recreational therapy program. Also, John as a wellness walker escort, and getting involved, I also expanded my interest into doing medical escort driving. When I first met Chris, I knew it would be a new experience for me, but I thought, with my background in physical therapy and things, that I thought, I could probably have an impact on his recovery. He was recovering from a stroke that had left that made his left side of his body paralyzed. So I thought that I could help Chris in some way, but I was wrong on that. Chris was much greater help to me. Chris, as I said, was recovering from a stroke and was highly motivated to do anything to regain some of his former mobility back. So I thought, working with Chris in the rehab pool would be just the thing to help that. Going to the pool, you see challenges that other people are faced with and struggle to overcome, and seeing that your problems diminish and seem small by comparison. John was, I was taking John for using his walker for 5 blocks to the hill above the beach. Was not fast, and I was always mindful of the curbs and the stumble or the fall that never occurred. The conversation was catch-up as to how his wife, Demetra, was doing, his children, his grandchildren, just pleasantries. Getting to the stairs overlooking English Bay and positioning the walker, which was now turned into a chair, so he could put his feet up on the rail, rest, and reflect. A morning walk with John gave your day new perspectives. Everyone knows about the lions on the North Shore Mountains, but it took John to point out the sleeping lady, which can only be seen from the Kitsilano perspective, and maybe only from someone who has viewed it for 90 years with wisdom. A person I was lucky enough to meet through volunteering.
This is the sleeping lady that John would always point out to me when we came down to the beach here. And up to the left you can see her head, and it kind of slopes down to her neck, and then her bust, which is just about in the center, proceed to the hips, and her legs then down to the right side of the frame.
Whether taking someone for a walk, doing a medical escort occasionally for someone who needs help, or working with someone with a disability, each and every day of volunteering brings me insights into my own life and a better understanding of others in our community. I volunteer to help and reward myself as much as I do to help them.